All right. Hello, Professor Pierce. This is my video assignment for part two of our leadership profile. All right. So earlier in the semester, I was given the opportunity to profile Wu Feng, a budding entrepreneur, medical student, and personal friend of mine who I felt possesses exceptional leadership qualities. I conducted an interview to get his perspective on various aspects of communication, and through this interview, I came to understand more about leadership communication and how it can be used to achieve goals. So by observing Vu's day-to-day interactions with others over the years and compiling this profile has been fairly enlightening. One of the key things that I gleaned from Vu regarding leadership communication is that in order for it to be as efficacious as possible, it must be backed with unwavering confidence and self-assurance. I've witnessed on a number of occasions instances where an individual in a leadership position who severely lacked confidence had attempted rather to give orders or delegate tasks to subordinates only to be met with disregard or indifference. Now, if one is not in the state of, or rather, if one is not sure of the soundness of their decisions and actions, it would be extremely difficult to convince others that they are. I also witnessed several situations where a leader or overseer had given orders that were rather ridiculous or unreasonable, but people respected and followed those decisions or those orders because the leader appeared very certain in himself, which is a quality that people admire and appreciate greatly. So, Wu is one of the most effective communicators that I know of, and I'm sure that this can largely be attributed to the confidence that he exudes regularly. From watching Wu engage in conversation, one could learn what makes for effective body language and how valuable of an asset it could be in terms of influencing others. I've observed that Wu is always careful to use body language that communicates confidence, assertiveness, and authority, which goes a long way with his clients and business partners. Now, if I were to define leadership communication with Wu in mind as a model, I would describe it as it means through which individuals in a position of influence can use to connect with others, delegate tasks, and reach goals, because that is essentially what he does on a regular basis. All right, so Vu's professional persona can be best described as affable and easygoing. In terms of the ethos that he projects, Vu often takes great care in making sure that he is always fair and just in his dealings, and that whenever he gives his word, he follows through with that, or he follows through with whatever he said he would do, and make sure that things get done. A lot of people who know Vu's character feel comfortable doing business with him for this reason. Now, as far as his physical appearance is concerned, he has distinct Asiatic features as he is of Vietnamese descent. He stands at about 5 foot 5 inches, and his build is a little bit on the pudgy side. Currently, Vu is a medical student at Our Lady of Fatima and is just 1 year shy of obtaining his degree. He is also part owner of a medical school recruitment agency that solicits students around the world to pursue medical students in the Philippines. Before his involvement in medical education, Vu had held a number of odd jobs, from working at his family's restaurant to washing cars to working in construction, which might partly explain his impassioned and entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah, got a little tongue tied there, sorry. He completed his undergrad studies at Penn State University, majoring in mechanical engineering. I consider Vu to be a prime example of leadership communication, chiefly because he is the type of individual who knows how to talk to his subordinates and business associates in a manner that sees to it that goals are accomplished and business is handled properly. In the first part of my leadership profile, I mentioned a situation where Vu had been facilitating the enrollment, wow, the enrollment of a prospective medical student, and an issue with the processing of the student's paperwork had come up. So Vu immediately got on the phone with the associate who was supposed to handle the paperwork and had him meet with the student at the school in order to sort things out. And this particular incident stood out in my mind and led me to conclude that Vu's leadership communication skills were indeed exceptional. Vu's proficiency when it comes to interpersonal interactions lies in his ability to speak in a way that both makes one feel at ease and allays concerns. I witnessed occasions where he was talking to prospective medical students who were interested in joining his medical agency program, but were hesitant about doing so given the poor reputation that some Philippine medical colleges have. But after Vu thoroughly explained the dynamics of the program and what was to be expected, their apprehension was dispelled and they were eagerly uh, willing and ready to hop on board with the program. All right. So I'm about to play a recording of a conversation that I had with Vu regarding my transfer to a different medical college through his agency. I was actually preparing to move to a different city where the agency affiliated school is located, and he was giving me information regarding the living arrangements and what I was to expect once I arrived. So I'm going to set up that recording and actually play it right now. Just it's a short audio clip.
I think medicine is expensive, brother. You know, and you're already saving a lot of money spending here in the Philippines already. So if you look at it, 40,000, you gotta look at the overall picture. Yeah. You're spending like $40,000 for MD degree, you know. But you know, you also take into consideration it's gonna be expensive moving there. It's gonna be like at least 10K. You decide to rent a van, move everything. It's $200. I mean, your desk, your refrigerator, your aircon, microwave, that's about $200 anyway. It doesn't matter if you want to go there, buy everything new, and put it back and forth, or you just pay somebody, boom, move all your shit there, and then when you get to the house, everything yours is there. And then you also have to look at the housing situation. You gotta pay 15K originally. I mean, you can negotiate, you know, get down to maybe 12, but there's a house right by Steve, by the basketball court that's available. But if you wait until June, it's gonna get gripped up by the Indians, bro. We keep waiting. I'm serious, you know, for a nice one. We're gonna have to move somewhere that you won't like very much, you know, and that's gonna be a big problem. You have to be comfortable. You have to be. If you're gonna go there, it's perfect for studying for STEP.
Okay. I apologize for the banging in the background. I think somebody was doing some kind of construction at the time. But in any event, I believe the audio clip reveals just how skilled he is at taking initiative and communicating that by dealing with him, you are in good hands. This is something that is much appreciated by myself and several others. All right, so Vu's uncanny ability to communicate effectively and reassure people with his words is something that has largely come natural to him, although he admits that he's had to refine and fine tune his communication skills over the years. His father is also an entrepreneur in his own right, so it is very possible that Vu learned effective leadership communication through observing his behavior and body language in various situations. In regards to what I've heard people say about Vu's communication abilities, I've largely heard nothing but positive things. Most people consider him to be a capable and trustworthy communicator, and this is likely due to the fact that whenever he's engaged in conversation with someone, he's always making an effort to speak in a calm, reassuring voice and maintains eye contact throughout the duration of the conversation. I could imagine that if he spoke in a gruff tone or if his eyes darted every which way while he was having a conversation, most people might not find it very trustworthy or dependable. So Wu's daily leadership communication activities consist largely of coordinating with his business associates to ensure that business is being handled properly and answering the emails and phone calls of prospective medical students who are interested in enrolling in school through his agency and would like to have more information. All right, so this actually concludes my leadership profile video. Take care and have a wonderful day.